Hi, my name is Natalie and welcome to my channel Knitting-a-GoGo, and today I wanted to show you an alternative way of applying beads to your knitting if you haven't got a crochet hook, or in this instance the bead is actually too small, or the hole is too small in the bead to fit a crochet hook through. I do like applying my beads directly onto the actual knitting like I've done here. I did this a couple of years ago when I knitted these Gansey mittens with beads in them, and the bead sits nicely inside the work and the front. Sometimes when you pre-thread your beads onto the yarn and then you knit them and slip them on, they can fall to the front or back of the work, but these sit nice each side of the work, as you can see here. So what I wanted to do was use this method but with this particular bead. Like I said, I couldn't use the crochet hook. So what I've done, I've got a little bit of jewellery wire here. It's really fine, that was in my stash of, sometimes I make jewellery with wire, so I just had some of this to hand. I just cut off a little piece and bent it in two like this, and this is less than a 0.5mm width of wire. So this is how I would apply a bead using this wire. So like I said, I've bent it in two, so you can see the bend there, and I just get my next stitch that I want to put the bead on, like I've done here, and I just slip the wire into the stitch, and I just slip that off my left hand needle, and then I just match those 2 points of the wire together at the top there, and then I just get my bead, as you can see here, and I just thread those two little bits of wire through the hole of the bead, as you can see there, like so, and I just slide that through. So I've got the 2 points there. I just hold the tip and I pull that down on the wire, down onto my knitted stitch, as you can see there. Because these particular beads are Debbie Abraham beads, as you can see there, in colour 35, size 8 beads, which on the website recommended that they were ideal for 4-ply knitting, which I'm doing now. This is a 4-ply knit with two yarns combined. So there's a mohair, very fine lace weight yarn with a 4-ply yarn, but they go through on the bead fine together. And then what I do, and then once I've got that bead on the stitch with the wire that's hanging there, I just put that back onto my left hand needle like so, and I just remove that piece of jewellery wire there, and I then just knit the stitch where I've placed the bead. This is a lace pattern, so I've got a yarn over there, but that's now knitted, and there is your bead. And as you can see, I've placed them here on this knitting as part of this lace pattern I'm doing, and that's how they look on the underside there. And it's a really simple way of placing your bead if you don't have a crochet hook, or your crochet hook is just too thick to go through the bead. And when I did these gloves a few years ago, I actually used a strand from a paintbrush that I bent in two, and that worked really well. And I've known some people to use dental floss, although I wasn't so keen on that. But as you can see from this photo here, here's where I used a strand from a paintbrush to place these beads. So I hope you found this video helpful in looking at an alternative way of placing your beads onto your knitting, and thank you for watching.